This is Old Man Wisdom and welcome back to our channel. It's the 1st of April 2022 and we're going to discuss the Euro USD this week as normal, and of course we're going to look at what has happened and what we might expect for next week. So let's go over to the charts and have a quick look. So you might recall last week we was looking at price action movement on the Euro USD as well as our indicator and how that performed and what we might have expected. In fact, let's go over to our indicator chart right now. This blue rectangle here represents where the week started and what the Euro USD has done. But right at the end of last week, we got a signal to sell. So let's just go over what happened. We had a stop loss of around 35 pips and we was looking at a take profit of 70. Well, unfortunately, it went down by nearly 50 pips, but didn't hit our 70 pip take profit. Well, as you know by now, if we've got a 35 pip stop loss, we set to break even at 35 pips in profit. That's what I did. And unfortunately, we got stopped out, but it was at break even, so we didn't lose anything. Like I say, it didn't quite hit my take profit last week, or I should say this week. And of course, the Euro USD, I was hoping would go down lower, as you can see here from what I plotted last week, but that's not what happened. Price just shot up and broke through our multi-time frame moving average. If you want this multi-time frame moving average indicator, you can get it from the website. The link is in the description below. And on Tuesday, we got a signal to buy from our 1 hour power indicator. This time, the stop loss was just too big. I have a maximum risk or maximum stop loss of 50 pips, and this was well over 100 pip stop loss. So I didn't take this particular trade. You'll notice now that the MACD is almost within the kind of 3 pip line. So if you could imagine there's a 0 line between these two blue dotted lines here. If price goes between these lines and goes up or above, then we get a signal to buy or sell, depending whether it goes up or down. And the other rule is that we buy if price is above the multi-time frame moving average, and we sell if price is below the multi-time frame moving average. There's a good chance we might get a buy signal, and as price is above the moving average, then it would be a valid signal if we get it. So that's what we're hoping to get for next week. If we can get a buy signal, then we're looking for price to keep moving up. It could be that price comes down back to around this multi-time frame moving average level. If you imagine that's the multi-time frame moving average extended along this kind of level here. It wouldn't surprise me if price comes down first to touch it, and then along this area we get a signal to buy. That's what we would like to have happen. It would be a nice easy trade if that's the case. So that's what we really want the Euro USD to do next week, is to carry on pushing up higher. As for our price action trading, well, price has certainly moved up, and again we're looking at the Euro USD in a very much upward trend. However, it has just broken this recent low here. So we don't know really what price is going to do. It could be that price carries on going down, or it could be that it's just a fake breakout and price will carry up, come back to this level here and continue higher. That is a possibility, because essentially we are in an upward move. Interestingly, this level here, which has been a strong level for quite some time, notice how price retested here, and then it really took a big movement to break through this level, and even now it's retesting it. So we're certainly within a range whereby price could bounce back upwards and carry on moving up. So that's what I'm looking to do next week with the Euro USD, both as a price action trader as well as my indicator. There's a very good chance that the Euro USD will continue to move up. I want you to also keep in mind that this is April the 1st. It's the first Friday in the month. That means that the non-farm employment change is due to be released. This can have quite an effect on the Euro USD sometimes. Again, we don't really know whether it's going to have a positive or a negative effect, but it's very close to being released, and you need to keep that in mind when you trade on the first Friday of every month. So what's about to happen we don't quite know, but this could determine whether or not the Euro USD pushes upwards and continues the upward momentum for the next week. So anyway, that's what I'm hoping for on both price action and my Forex indicator chart. I would like to see an upward movement. There's certainly some structure here on the price action to suggest that it would move upwards. But as I say, when you've got the non-farm employment data about to be released, what you think the charts will do can be very different to what actually happens. So for anyone trading today, keep that in mind, and I'll be able to give you an update very soon. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you very soon.